cookie cutter. It's like the kind of draft you feel like you've seen and played against countless times, so you kind of know where their timings are, when they're going to look to fight you. Most teams just have an understanding of how to play.
Doom is 12-2, so understandably Crystal's having a good time, and speaking of that, Doom might be in more trouble. Rebound in, the auto attacks, DY doing what he can, puts the armor up, gonna go for the auto attack onto the Viper, but that's not gonna scare him off enough. Old 11 in trouble. Scorched Earth has been activated at Korth. He's regenning. He has the salve, but there's no way he's getting that off. Chrysalis finally gets first blood. Meanwhile, the top lane, Puppey will go down as well, but we're not done just yet. It's finally going to kill Lion. And Resolution will take that. So a 2-for-1, favoring Secret.
Yeah, the top lane trade, great for Xtreme Gaming. The TB, you know, being a part of that kill and then getting his Metamorph off, getting some good damage on Rezo. But yeah, bottom lane just barely getting the first blood.
My thanks.
But that's one of those cases, though. The dark, and he'll get away.
Yeah, but I would say Paparazzi's in a bit of trouble here. The hookshot gets blocked by DY. What a hero. That hits the Death Prophet. She's in a terrible position there. She's in danger of being caught up. But now that they're under this tower, they want to defend this one. And they're going to get hookshot.
Yeah, Shadow Fiend's dead, and now with Doom activated on Viper, the first one we see this game, terribly wants to chase. He doesn't have Metamorphosis, but he still wants to chase for good reason. Marcy attempted to help thanks to the rebound, gives that move speed.
That move speed. I can't believe Viper gets out of there, but that's, you know, Marcy Puppey meanwhile on the back lines. He's juking. Oh,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jumps over the Crypt Swarm. He probably still goes down here, but yeah, he's wasting some time.
I wouldn't say so. He got a TP out of the tree, and if you want to call that too, some nice time wasted. But yeah, I mean, really the first sign in this game, though, guys, that Xtreme Gaming actually looked pretty.
Now, they definitely will want to go for Roshan, but it seems like first they want to get this tier 2 tower and maybe even enemy outposts.
Oh, they're going to get an enemy. We've seen this before, though. If they can survive, the Requiem at a distance, it connects, the fear comes out, couple of races. This time they will secure a kill. PYW porting into the trees. Nisha ends up finding him, and now PYW's in no man's land. Can he get out of here? They want this tier 2 tower, but they'll take heroes as well, and they're going to get another one. There's that punch, by the way. I was going to ask you about that. What are your thoughts there? The early Axe on the Darkseer picks up the normal punch.
Yeah, it gives him a bit more kind of lockdown and control to play around, particularly with the Blink Dagger follow-up. Gives you this kind of blink initiation, so I quite like it. I think Perez is just like a nice, good stat item too. You feel nice and tanky, like you can really frontline with it as well. So definitely on board with this item pickup.
Middle tower is under attack.
All right, so there is that obvious strategy. You're kind of, you're definitely pointing to it as well before that gank even happened. That Xtreme Gaming, they want to continue.
The Terrorblade, if you're Secret, you just haven't got the capability to burst him and kill him before he gets Sunder off.
First down the Doom.
Yeah, that's one they can get. And benefits of having Clockwork on your side is you can't just be too greedily farming if you're Xtreme Gaming, because you can't roll BKB TP out reliably. Hookshot, ways to stop it from going off, and that's a a little window for Secret, but no Roshan, so they can't go into the pit. They've still got this 5k gold lead, but they are using the fact that Doom is dead to try and regain some control now.
Roshan has now spawned, and Puppey spots it. It was actually a very fast respawn there. That Secret's going to try to take advantage of. They go immediately into the pit. You got the sidekick being applied by Marcy. That's something else you can't forget. That's what she's hoping to bring.
Scouter with the TP here, but 3 seconds till Doom's back. Will they make this play? They're running in with Paparazzi.
Silence, here we go. Roshan goes down, Nisha picks the Aegis, but the fight commences. BKB activated for Paparazzi. He's got a double siphon, but he's still taking plenty of damage, trying to run it off. The Exorcism helping, and he will survive. So not the full commitment from Xtreme, and Secret plays it smart as well, knowing they got what they came for and they get out.
Yeah. Paparazzi, I think, was just like, okay, they're in Roshan. They've probably been talking for the last 10-15 minutes, like, okay, we give up Roche 1. Their whole game plan was built towards fighting over and securing Roche 2. Doom dying kind of messed that up.
I would have seen it out right there, but Marcy, now they're going on him. The Metamorphosis has been activated. He's going to cypher for Death Prophet. He's trying to walk away. Nisha trying to hold his ground. He's got the Aegis. That's likely going to be used right here as he's trapped down. And yes, finally going off. The Overgrowth hoping to secure that. But again, with the Aegis coming right back up. That's why he's willing to play so aggressive. However,
right now, both teams really prioritizing where Puppy hooking in. I don't know if he's got any follow-up for this one. He's got the saves from Zayed. That's all he's got.
But it's kind of forcing a save, and now they might be more trouble. Although Old 11 maybe overcommitted. The cock block is forcing Old 11 to now fall back to wall combo. And here we go. Fight is officially commenced. Lou will pop the Metamorphosis as a result of this now. Keeping on paparazzi. It does wear off. A great run in front of the trees, and there's the launch that they were looking for. 80 seconds. Turn plays out for, and Secrets. It's their turn now to win a fight.
Wow, Misha in the trees, catches him by surprise, and what a huge fight and bait from Team Secret.
That place was perfect. I mean, Clockwork is going to die back here. DY, he's like, I'll take you out at least.
Yep. He needs to kill some creeps in this mid lane though, and Resolution is waiting for him to show here. DY knows they can't easily defend here. Back from Clockwork. What's the plan here? How do they defend this bottom lane of Rack?
Pressure Sharn and She's on it. Zach jumping in. See what he can do. Delusion and the Shiva's in. Zach is just dead. He buys back. Clockwork's up in 2. Not the fastest Roshan. No Metamorphosis committed yet. But you can see it.
He's gonna have a hook shot.
Go for it. BKB Paparazzi trying to position to prevent that. Finishing all the 11 in the back line. Once again, the 2-minute finger up death to take out the Shadow. 55 back immediately. Back over here, though. It's actually Roshan's still alive. He's still alive. The Metamorphosis from Lou. Holding ground finally kills the Roshan and picks up the Aegis. And now the pursuit is on. The punch will kill Lion, but 0-11 still up here. Gets a hit on a Clockwork. Chasing on Marcy and Paparazzi. That's a dieback, remember. She's out for 90 seconds. And Clockwork once again going to fall. Xtreme Gaming. 3 are dead, and now it's their turn to push. The old Doom ability, yeah.
Level that, you gotta do some quick maths every time you cast a spell. All that thought, Paparazzi's been going on.
DY, Aeon disc pop. He popped the regrowth though and gets another. Never mind. It's just too much to handle. He buys back immediately though. He's doing a TP back in. So Secret. They didn't necessarily catch anyone else, and that will be the end of that exchange, at least for now.
Secret with wards down with the vision on that cliff, at least trying to stick around this area. But Treant buyback, that's, you know, a decent little find for them. Get something out of their aggression, but they will have to immediately back off. And that kind of, you know, I think that's Secret signaling like we need to at least push a little bit out of our base, get some wards down, and start thinking about ways to contest next round.
The one difference is that Xtreme Gaming could potentially play this a little more aggressive now. Speaking of aggressive, Puppy, he's going to continue to be aggressive. But at what cost? Lou jumps in, and there's that terror wave. It is fearful. The BKB running. The Doom actually on 5 with the back lane. These vertical hits, and Viper's in trouble. Back over here, Lou, he's still standing strong. He hasn't even used his actual Metamorphosis yet. Remember, that was the shard effect, but Doom went too deep. Goes down. So far, the only one dead. As I say that, it's going to be Clockwork. Picked off in the back lines. Make it a 9 for 9.
UIW just playing the outskirts of that fight so damn well. Fortunately, if you're a Secret here, it's like these waves keep pushing in, so Xtreme Gaming, if they constantly kind of go back and address the creep, but this is the one kind of, you know, reward Secret got out of taking some Puppy. They're gonna find.
They found each other. Clockwork, jetpack up in the air. Nisha just jumps up with BKB. Rockman immediately blows out the Death Prophet. She finds back though. Miss Lou, that's on 11 actually, still out of position. Pops refresher, he's got another Doom even. Chrysalis going at it with Lou, he's not gonna win that duel. Lou takes out the Viper, Viper buys back. Doom activated on Darkseer, even with the finger of death though, he's still so damn tanky, but Lou will change that. The buyback from Darkseer, but now Shadow Fiend's caught as well, 1 by 1. They're just falling like flies on the side of Secret, but the triple buyback. Marcy's staying dead. Terrorblade, it's time to kite now. Or Annie, forced out saving. Reset, jumping back in his Doom. They go back on Viper. Remember, he fought back. So Divot, Darkseer, and they're gonna just die. This could be it for XG. Darkseer's out, Viper's out. Last stand right here for Nisha. It's not going to be enough though. The beatdown.
Didn't quite catch that one, but it looks like just some decays and waveform being used there. I mean, that's not really a lane where they should get a kill, but perhaps Puppy just getting a little bit out of position or overcommitting there. So first blood going their way, not to the Morphling at least. It was just the Undying. Managed to snipe the kill, so the end of the world for Team Secret, who still overall doing pretty well in this top lane and exceedingly well in the mid lane.
I want to once again go back to that mid match that you're talking about there. And Is this an oversight almost by XG? Because again, this is a case where Pango was picked fourth after the Shadow Fiend. He pretty much knew that it was going to be a Shadow Fiend mid. Is that an oversight, or is it, you know what, we'll just deal with it? Pango will still be fine in the long run, or what?
I think a bit of both. I'm sure Paparazzi did not expect the lane to go this poorly. But this is also just the Nisha factor. This guy is one of the most mechanically sound, scary mid laners in this LCQ. I imagine Paparazzi just feeling, you know, after a game 1 win, he's probably like, you know, it's a bad matchup, but I'll make it work. And then Pango's going to be a really good hero in the mid lane. At the same time, this has gone really badly.
Manus bottom lane, though. It's a little bit awkward there. It could dodge by old 11, and now Chrysalis trying to feel it. Turn their attention immediately to the Nyx assassin, though, as soon as he appears. Celestial Hammer burning down PYW in the background, and Zach is good for the time being, but old 11 still chasing. Puts another whip down, gets the kill. He avoids the Starbreaker stun. Celestial Hammer forward again. Old 11, though, trying to figure this out. Can he actually go back in? Probably not, especially with Bane coming in. Nice job with the Ear Spike, preventing Bane from going the immediate sleep. Although he's running back in, Bane getting low. That was greedy at its finest right there. I guess he saw Paparazzi coming in anyways. Figured he would go for a play, but down goes Bane, and now Crystal is in trouble. Missed there, you're right. The Starbreaker stun. No, 11 fault. This is a disaster on the setup for XG. That is not what you want.
Are fortified.
Oh, yeah, unfortunate.
That was just like a straight line rolling thunder, and Lion Drive just went right through the glove there. It was a nice side set from Crystallis, but that's a rolling thunder you've got to land if you're up.
Morphing into the Nyx assassin. This is a little awkward. Morphling has to be careful. Spike here base Paparazzi in the back line. So we're going with that rolling thunder. Double stun onto the Shadow Fiend. Is that half left? Here comes the Solar Guardian, however, on top of Resolution. And Pango's dead. The grip to lock him down. No chance. So XG, they are spread out right now.
He's still got the DD for another 5 or so seconds. He wants to finish this Roshan, and it does look like Xtreme Gaming are to get this one out. They're probably, you know, going back to the last game mentality, like, okay, we thought we could contest this. I mean, they had a chance to. Secret were just positioned really well there with the double damage SF in the front lines. The Rolling Thunder was great, but Puppey was positioned in some trees to get a nice grip off on the Rolling Thunder, and Nisha just like 4-shot the Pango. Unfortunately, you know, Brood can come in and try and deal with the Bane, but you don't have that silence or stun to stop the grip from Champ. Just a great play from Secret to him up. He's got Lincoln's Yasha, Aghanim's queued up as well. They have been caught here. The line, and this is the big difference from last game. I feel like, yeah, I mean, Carapace and like having just control, I think, is what he likes from that. It's fine here. That's a big kill onto the old 11 Brood. I mean, a Fiend script, but that's exactly what they'll look to see. Spells that can be potential setups for him to then follow it up with some nice right now.
Is under attack.
Well, again, big kill though onto the Brood Mother, and now you definitely want to get objectives out of this, and they certainly can. This is the strength of Secret's lineup right here. Not only that catch, but the tower push, and this also, that presence to just be able to jump you what seems like from such a long distance. They get the kill on the Pango, and PYW is also going to feel the pain. That Tombstone, it'll be beat down plus 200. Going the way of Lycan there, I believe.
It's kind of the reverse of what happened earlier, where just, you know, one hero gets picked off and then somehow 2 more out of nowhere get jumped and caught as well. Like, Xtreme Gaming weren't really looking to defend that tower, but they were in the neighborhood, and Secret with a 5v4 will more than happily take those free kills. Brood is back now, but now they're waiting for Pango to respawn, so they're losing this tier 3 tower.
They don't have initiation, they don't have Tombstone. How do they really defend us without that? So this, yeah, the tier 3 is going to be denied in the end, but hey, it's dead. It's very happy with that, and and on the other side, XG, the 2 men up, they go in with the blink. There's a smackdown of the Solar Guardian, that quick kill. Shortly after on the line, off to the side, the Tombstone's pretty good placement. They have to address that eventually. DY gonna heal himself up. Buyback, by the way, on Lion, but Undying, he's staying dead. BKB for Chrysalis. And we're off soon, but in the back line, the lock on the Paparazzi. I believe that was a Fiend's grip holding him in place. The Lotus Storm eventually comes out, but Lion, that's a dieback on him. And the Requiem going off as well. They catch the Morphling, and Morphling is dead. Pango is dead as well. That Rolling Thunder, I don't know about that one right there. Old 11, he's going back to base, but for how long? Smackdown, no. It's not going to connect with the Starbreaker, and he should be fine.
Secret just hitting the strongest timing imaginable here in the mid game here, and using these Lycan walls. Rezo, if you want to contest this Roshan, Roshan's getting very low here.
Thunder, Paparazzi, pretty good placement, but more quick in the back line. This jump, Lincoln's has been popped. Paparazzi has to get out. Roto's still plenty alive, so he ain't going down. Tombstone on the high ground, the lockdown, the beat script, locking up Pinkalair in the Rolling Thunder. He is dead. He's out for 53 seconds. Morphling wants to be careful. Waveform's away, but now Old 11 goes in. He's slept Ozak in the back. There's 32 players done. The Requiem goes up, and Team Secret will absolutely destroy Extreme Gaming. What do they do? Do they go for, that's just over.
One Zayas walks into a sentry.
I'm just running after him. Get out of my jungle. Okay. Oh, 4-man's Blink Dagger. That's one way to do it. Slithering Crush, and that's a dead Nyx Assassin. There you go. He says, I don't need a blink.
Great positioning play there, just pulling Nyx in.
He knows that was a fight here, but he points the impale somehow. Puppy trying to get himself denied. That's not going to work. He is absolutely in trouble. One more auto attack will then set up a bash proc. They don't even need it. Going to couple off the avalanche, and Paparazzi makes the kill. They're just running. They're not letting go of the W key.
Yep. And they got a tower along the way. I mean, that's the nice. I think this Jug rounded out their draft really well. It doesn't like excel in any area. It's just a bit of everything. It's a bit of sustain with the healing ward, bit of pushing power, Roche taking. It's synergized. Want your SF to get it's a lot, but with a Blink starter, they have those kill opportunities. But speaking of kill opportunities, they've got all 11 minutes.
Frost even is full in, and yes, it is a kill. DY put it in just a little bit too late. That really was good execution.
Sinister Gaze to follow up the Impale, and big kill because you mentioned how there was only a little bit of time left on the Aegis. So getting these kills during Aegis and they're not done. PYW gets found.
The Requiem in the trees. He's doing the Nisha himself. Paparazzi, good placement. Zach is dead, and that's all it is, though, at least.
Yeah, just Nyx. Secret's fine with that. They get out. They almost feel the tiny there, but a Grave comes in. DY.
Oh, that's an illusion, by the way. That takes a stun. Nisha finds a real one. He finds that looks like Tiny. Well, heroes. That comes a Shallow Grave to save. Paparazzi, Chain of Frost, bouncing around. Good spread, though. PYW's dead after Shallow Grave wears off. However, Slaughter's in. Old 11, he wants something. BKB's being committed. The Omni Slash cuts down the Nyx Assassin on top of the Requiem as well. But now Paparazzi, he's feeling plenty damage himself. Resolution sending his ground. BKB's worn off. Another Shallow Grave for the save, but it's just delaying what feels like the inevitable. The Sinister's Gaze pulls and says, you ain't going nowhere, Paparazzi.
With these three dogs.
That's a juggernaut. That's a great catch initially. The Gaze pull in the Grave. Again, it's going to save him initially, but for what cost? He's going to go on the slash, so that's pretty big in the end. He's spinning away. He's still alive. The Mantis down. No. You saw the auto attack flying out from TA. As soon as it connects it secures the kill. So Nyx Assassin dying for the Iscos. The 5-player smoke. They're going in. He's just ready. Gets the Tiny. There you go, the easy pullback and the easy kill. It's like, what can you do if you're XG? You're basically, okay, you know what? Could have been worse, I guess. So they accept that. I just got an update, by the way. What was that? So I believe T1 defeating Na'Vi. 2-1 in that series, so.
The comeback.
Congrats to T1.
That's the thing. You can have as good a group stage as you can have, and you can finish first. But once you get the bracket, it's a whole new ball game, and that score doesn't really matter too much anymore. So, see who's going to be W's. Like, oh, someone might be here, blink in, but opportunities already gone.
Found him. He's got the target this time. Much better on the Shadow Fiend. 65 seconds he's out for. He's got a buyback. You do not want to have to use that though. And the double flame break. This Tiny, you ain't getting away. He gets a Shallow Grave. Old 11 will stun. PYW, though, he's still dying to the using everything to keep alive. And now Slaughter gets got the front line. Shadow Fiend did fight back, but the blow up on the Slaughter. He fights back, easily know himself. Tiny trying to get away. That Frost shield's up. Slowing things down around. Resolution, he's been slowed as well, but with his BKB, he'll lead backwards and kind of reset. They got the buyback, so they can be pretty happy about this if you're secret.
No, it's thrilled. Like, they've got a Roche waiting for them. They're playing around very short cooldowns. Like, Lasso's 110 seconds. It's kind of like the longest cooldown they're really playing around. Dire side, they didn't commit any ultimates, but it's so hard for them to fight and move out of their base. They're very reliant on smokes. When you're playing without good ways to scout, they're using SF Manta illusions to scout. But on the Radiant side, you've got Observer Wards, you've got TA traps. Just got all these tools to make it very easy to pick and choose your fights and to take a safe, secure Roshan. And Extreme Gaming, they smoke up. They may are they going to smoke into Aegis here? They may just feel like they have to make a play, but too late already to contest Roche.
Butterfly on Mirana officially delivered. Swift blink, you talked about Templar Assassin. It's coming up quickly. Yeah, again, the door, it seems like it's just about there being closed on XG. Kind of play can they make? I mean, tier 4 items. I'm almost surprised tier 4 items are just trying to drop out because it feels only 38 minutes right now. Are coming out in Sardar. Again, mentioned this, we saw with the smoke plate that they tried coming out of their base. This Nyx Assassin just really is making life so difficult for this XG squad.
Yeah, it's definitely the best adjustment I think Secret made. Like, there was this emphasis on SF coming into game 3 with Xtreme Gaming first picking the hero, taking away that thought.
The best way to deal with the next assassin is kill it. He's not going to kill it though. Unfortunately, not enough damage. Lou spinning in front, but now needs to fall back. Nope, he's spinning right back in. Needs some get overs here. The Shallow Grave, Lotus Orb. No one to keep him alive. The Shallow Grave up. No obvious slash. He's down for 74 seconds. So they did kill TA. He's just going to bring him right back up though. And that is XG falling to pieces. So is the Shadow Fiend. And GG.